Hello everybody, welcome back to the 24CarrotCraft server. I am Rogue Torso, as always, and today is going to be really more of a progress update video. I'm going to show some things we've been working on since the last time I did a video, but it's been a couple of months, and frankly, I've been a very bad content creator. One of the cardinal sins of content creation, or one of the rules I should say, is always be recording. So I have not done very well at that. I also had a couple issues with recording software. There were a couple of long sessions I thought I was recording that I wasn't, but I don't want to make excuses. So we're going to jump into what I've done in the last couple of months, and hope you enjoy it, and we'll go to it from there. Thanks. Alright, starting off the tour here, we have our building where our librarians are. Lots of quartz, lots of sea lanterns. We got the stone on the top with the little, sticky out part. I like that. The spruce on the top with the stairs. We've got, some offset stone. We've got the spruce with the lanterns, the cobblestone pillars. I think it looks really nice, and it's done a really good job. If we go in here, we have our librarians, and we've got some that are empty, some I haven't traded with. That guy took me a while. Really good to have fire protection, but we'll go down the line here. I've got, I don't have to show all the individuals, but I've got all of the basic types of villagers you'd want. I can retool pretty quickly. The front here, I wanted to have somewhat of a dome, but it didn't quite come out to dome the other way. But I think it looks okay with the slabs and the sea lanterns up here. And we've got these runs in the middle where we can set a zombie loose to convert the villagers later. Haven't done that yet. Need some potions. But we've got plenty of emeralds right now. We've got plenty of books. We're fully tooled up, so I'm not too worried about that. So if we go out here, past the chests I still need to clean up. I'll get to that one of these days. We've got this building, and I love the polished granite stairs. I love the polished diorite stairs, offset, 180 degrees to each other. We've got the lanterns hanging from the smooth stone. My goal here was to use every kind of stone that I could, because this is my masonry building. So we've got the bricks, we've got some polished andesite on top, and it should be pretty much spawn proof. I put some sea lanterns in the roof just for that purpose. So I haven't seen anything spawn up there, and hopefully I won't. I did at first. But we'll go inside. We've got masons in here. They're all fully maxed out. I don't think they're all fully maxed out. I think there's a couple that still need some work. We got a dome ceiling with the brick. Don't know that I like the offset there. I may bring them all down to this level, which I think will look okay, but not a bad deal. We go to the back. I don't use brick a lot. I didn't put a floor in here. I kind of regret that. Seeing down to the bottom just looks a little different, especially since all the others have a floor. But they got their stone cutters in here, and they're working away, and they are nice and safe and snug. We'll go over here into this building, and this is one of my favorite buildings. The only problem is villagers keep getting up here and committing suicide. I kept this open, and I put campfires in there. I'll have to try and cover it over with something, because they keep climbing up and, like I said, committing suicide somehow. But we'll go in here. Again, really like this building. Very different than anything I've ever built. We've got primarily cobblestone, but we mixed in the polished andesite, the bricks, the regular stone, some gravel in here. We got all the different ores in here to make it look like they kind of dropped stuff as they were working, which I think looks really cool. But there's probably more we could do with this texture-wise. We got the dark oak. Over here we got toolsmiths. So this is supposed to be like an armory. This guy wanders free, but he's just a toolsmith attached to that. This guy over here, where is he at? Oh, yeah. So over here we got weaponsmiths. Got some decent trades there. I wasn't too picky about which trades I put in here. I just wanted to get the diamond tools trades and weapons, and I can always use the grindstone to remove them. I've got 5 of them in here. So if I don't like the trades, I've got plenty of books. I can make them however I want as far as enchantments. And then the armors on this side. That's a pretty good helmet, really. But I've gotten quite a bit from these guys already. I've got some extra armor build-up, which I can't say I've ever had before. I've never really traded with villagers to this level. So pretty cool to have this. And again, this armor roams free. I put in the dark wood planks and then kind of built the rest around it. I wanted to do a domed building because I've never really done it. And then I built this forge out of the bricks and put the lava in here, and I think it makes a really cool effect. It makes it look like there's really a forge in here that's red hot. A little square up there, but that's fine. But then I haven't really ever used the yellow terracotta or the orange terracotta, but I really like how the colors blend. We've got some anvils in here if we ever need stuff. You know, we can enchant or combine if we want. And then for lighting, you know, we drop some iron bars in here and some lanterns. So I really like how this building turned out, and it's been really useful. Like I said, I've gotten a lot of stuff out of here, and I think it looks really nice. So we'll head out, and the one thing I noticed, this building turned out really nice, but compared to the others, it's out of scale. So I'm going to have to watch that from now on when I build. But I think that building really needs to be that big. We got some random clerics here I still need to find a home for. Same with those Fletchers. These farmers, I've gotten a lot of emeralds from, but I really wanted to put them in this building. This was going to be a cow farm. So basically you feed wheat to these two guys here. They drop babies, flow to the middle, and then they'd go down to a killing chamber. And you could go along and do all of them. I was going to do cows on this side and like pigs on this side, and have a free food and leather and everything. I don't know that. I think the farm is cool, but it's bigger than I wanted, and I don't know that. I don't know that I want that. I might move that is the problem. This is something I've never had, and I'm so happy I do. It is a wool farm. So you can see I've got full stacks of a lot of the colors. I've traded some of them, but we're building up stacks of the other colors. So this chest is almost full. We're going to have to do something about that. But I don't really build with wool a whole lot, but I can now. So that's really cool. Before we go in here, let's talk about the outside. So cut sandstone plus some of the other sandstones for effect. What's that? I don't know what that's called. You know, sculpted sandstone or whatever it is. But yeah, so we got that. We got the acacia for accents, which I think looks really cool. The pillars look a little plain, but the roof is awesome, I think. I think that looks really nice. Never really used acacia or sandstone. We got the lights on the side with the oak fences and the little alcoves. Really like how this looks. And then if we go in here, we got shepherds. I've traded with some of these guys to unlock some of their trades, you know, white and brown. That's why you didn't see a lot of that. The one mistake I made, I didn't label what color sheep was what. Ooh, XP. So that's a problem. But I've got 10 shepherds in here producing stuff. The inner workings of the sheep farm, nothing real complicated. And I just broke that one. That's alright. Easy enough to fix. Put your sandstone block right here. Your redstone, and now it'll work. So we have a grass block with a minecart pushed into it right here. Basically, anytime the sheep eats that and produces wool, the observer will see it. It will send a signal to the block, which then goes to the redstone and back to the dispenser. Dispenser is filled with shears, so it'll spit out shears, shear the wool off the sheep. Dispenser pulls the shears back in. Wool falls down into the minecart and then down into a hopper chain down there at the bottom. And it flows all the way around. Let me put this back. All the way around. They're all connected and they all end up right here. And I just love opening up this chest. It's so colorful. I've never had a sheep farm, so I'm very excited about that. So let's see, what else is new? One of these days I need to hook this up to my central storage system, so we'll do that pretty soon. Over here. No, oh yeah, over here. We've got some random sheep that I still haven't gotten rid of, and we've got this little conglomeration and some villagers up to no good over there. We'll check that out in a little bit. But these are my fishermen, and I built this little artificial lake slash pond. We put gravel. I really tried to make it look like the bottom of a real Minecraft pond anyway. We've got some lights hidden in here for light. All these cod I've traded the fishermen for as one of the trades, and so I had them all. I figured I'd throw them all in here. Probably helps with entities. Chests are empty. I might put some hidden treasure in there at some point just for fun. I just haven't done it yet. But the reason I like these guys is because of this raw cod trade, because I have a guardian farm downstairs and therefore an almost unlimited supply of raw cod. So these guys have gotten me a ton of emeralds. So I can come up here and lock them all out pretty quick. Couple shulker boxes from downstairs and it's all done. But I think this turned out pretty well. We'll go... Oh, I don't know that I like the look of this from the outside. It looks very square, so I probably need to do something about that at some point. But I only see it from certain angles. It looks pretty nice on the inside. You can kind of see through over there. But it doesn't bother me enough to really worry about it. Alright, so here we are out in my old tree farm, and the reason we're here is because you can see how the N1 is just loading in as we're walking out here. This was really great. It's done a lot of great work for us. We've gotten a lot of trees out of here, but it's kind of an eyesore. It doesn't load unless I'm actually out here loading it, and I don't have an automatic recovery system for the items. So I think we're going to tear it down, and reason I want to tear it down is we've got room to put it down underneath here. So this area down here I think would be a great place to put it. It would be a lot closer. It would load when I'm in the base. You know, I don't have to worry about getting items from out there all the way across and all the way in here to the middle somewhere. So I think we're going to put it down here. And I think what we're going to do is put big discs. So we'll probably do like 4 quadrants. And as we go around, we'll come up until we eventually end at this level. And through the magic of video editing, here we are. The platforms are complete. They're a little rough yet. The stone... you know, we could do something with that, but I had to do quite a bit of math to get these to work out and to figure out how big the radiuses were. So we still have this out here we have to tear down. I haven't done that yet. I still have items in these chests here I need to get rid of, but we'll get that done pretty quick because it is one of the ugliest things on my base right now, and I don't like that, honestly. But we'll follow the trail down. It comes out of the elevator nice through here. Oh, one thing I did want to show you, I was really excited about this. A little development, you can see the flowers planted next to the trees, and we have a beehive. We actually have 3 or 4 of them. There's only one here in the oak, you know, in the oak forest, I guess we'll call it, or the oak tree farm, but there's a couple more in the birch. So, but you can see this path just goes down here, crosses this bridge, which I think looks pretty nice, blends in nice with the foliage. Works its way down and around here. I want to put some more of these posts in. I think those look good. So, but yeah, we got dark oak. We go down here. Still haven't done anything with that stairway. Get into the birch forest. There's a couple more of the honeycombs I was talking about. So we got a couple of those. We'll do a bee farm at some point, but not yet. We work our way down through the spruce, and this gets a little tight in here. I actually have to cut my way through half the time like that. And then down to the acacia section, which I just cut down recently. It's still kind of rejuvenating itself. And then to the very first platform I did, which is the jungle. And I've started terraforming under this one. I'm going to do them all this way. I probably need to do a little more on this edge so it's not so much plain stone. We'll work through it. It takes a while to do this stuff, but I'm not putting much of a point on these. I'm keeping them rather shallow, and the reason is when you get up there, I don't have a lot of room to work with if I want jungle trees to grow. Those haven't grown yet. I'm not sure why. Maybe if I got more light up there. I definitely need to put some light, but I'll put sea lanterns in the bottom of the platform. Let's go down here. Oh, one other thing. We'll see if we can get a better view of it from out here. I wanted to make the middle look a little better, so we did. Well, that's not great. Probably should have looked straight up at it. Oop, I'm stuck in the water. Alright, yeah. So we put this pillar up here with the sea lanterns and the blue and green glass. Maybe a little bright for what we were trying to do, but it works. We're going to go down here. And the reason we're going to go down here is because there's been a couple of new things down here I want to show you from the last video. I still haven't put a better way to get down here. That really needs to be like number 1 on my bucket list before this season ends. But it doesn't bother me all that much. I mean, I'm usually not in a hurry to get down here. Oh, beacons! I have 3 beacons now. And I'm going to show a little bit of the clip because it was a big moment for me because I defeated my first wither ever. I'd never killed one before, so enjoy this. So, I found a little dugout I got my soul sand. I had my strength potions. I had my health potions. I was ready. I'd seen this video several times. Had my wither skeletons. I'd had 5 skulls for a while. The sound always scares me, so out of courtesy, I thought I'd warn everybody. But I wasn't very confident, and so I really thought I was going to die. I'd seen this video on how to do this fight several times. I thought I could, but hey, you never know. So I thought I'd probably followed by a rogue torso death message. Not that that's a rare thing. I die quite often. And with that, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I knew you had to wait for him to explode. The one thing I didn't anticipate was he takes out this torch, and now I can't see him very well. So I think you're supposed to do like see in the dark potions, or what is this, dark? I forget what they're called. The ones where you can see in the dark. But Mo's pretty powerful. Took him down fairly quick. Kept my distance. I shot him twice when I shouldn't have, but hey, there you go. Potion of strength. Went on in here. My heart was pounding at this point. Just kept pounding, kept my distance. I thought for sure he was going to wither me. But I ended up getting him, and lo and behold, my first nether star. And soon after, with some help from some mobs that interfered, my second nether star. And wow, does that look good in my inventory. Alright, so we're back to the base. And the reason I wanted to bring you down here, you might be able to see it, but we're going to get over here where it starts. We've added to the sorting system. So items come in right here, and they used to go all the way around the inside and just keep going. Well, now I've broke in at this point, so now once they come around the inside loop, they're funneled out to another ring that goes all the way around the outside, and it's a big ring. It comes back and dumps into the inner loop. So items come out, they go around the inside, they go around the outside, all the way, and then they come back and they go around the inside. They just keep doing that till they despawn or find a filter. And the reason I did that is I wanted to add wood in here. I didn't have a spurge log. This one's got a bunch of random stuff before I got the filter set up. But you got your spruce, or jungle, sorry. Then you got acacia, spruce, oak, and dark oak. So I got all the woods there. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in these yet. I've got filters ready. I just don't have them set up. And then the real exciting part, I've got 16 new towers of stuff for all the different colors of wool. So I showed the wool farm earlier, just dumping into a chest. We fixed that now, and in a little bit I'll show you that. These are just random chests that I haven't. I'll put towers there and probably put filters on them for something. I just haven't decided what yet. We're going to come over here because I got something to show you back here. So we're going to pillar up. Alright, so this is a mob farm we built, and here's some of the redstone behind it. We'll go down here and I'll kind of poke in here and show you what's going on. So you can see dispensers. It's a little dark, and I don't even think I have torches. I don't. Oh, I do have glowstone though. Let's see, right there. So you can kind of see right there. Let's not get pushed off by the water. So yeah, every 30 seconds or so, I think, these dispensers spit water out. Anything that's on these platforms gets washed down to the middle here and somehow falls off this platform. So let's take this out while I'm out here, if I can do it without getting fallen off. But yeah, everything falls down onto those magma blocks and gets taken out. Ooh, just saw a skeleton go to his end. So we'll close this back up, and I will show you the inner workings of this, although you probably know how it works. Etho hopper clock, not going to explain it, pretty simple. You know, pistons going back and forth, items in these hoppers going back and forth. Every time that redstone block gives this a signal, it also gives it to the other side, and it energizes all this. Torch tower, because there's actually 2 more levels that look just like this up there, but they all run off the one clock. But every time it receives a signal, it powers these blocks. The blocks power the dispensers, just like that, and works pretty slick. I made this way overcomplicated the first time I did it, but yeah, this is based on a mumbo jumbo design, by the way. It's not just like his. His energizes in the middle. But I'll take you back here. This is the collection system back here. So I'll show you how that works real quick, although it's not real complicated either. Simply rails underneath the magma with a minecart. Minecart goes back and forth, picks up any of the items, comes back to these hoppers. If anything flows through the hopper, it activates a signal that comes around and depowers this rail. So the minecart will sit there till it's empty. And it looks like it doesn't have anything in it right now. But yeah, it works pretty slick. You can see I've got a few things in here. I cleared this out, and I've only been in the base for a little while. So I don't get tremendous rates from here, but it keeps me in what I need. Ooh, I hear an Enderman dying. This is not supposed to be an Enderman trap, but it certainly might work for one. I want to see if I got any drops from him. Do they drop Ender Pearls if you don't kill them yourself? Yeah, you saw it kind of pause there, and I don't know what it dropped off, but it wasn't an Ender Pearl. But, yeah, so that's how that works, and that'll be handy, you know, string, bone, things I really don't have right now or have a way to get real good. I do have a spider spawner, but it doesn't work the best. This area here, I'm starting to work on the stone walls that are so ugly because I'm tired of looking at these dark interiors. It shouldn't look like this. But it's going to be... This is going to be a massive project. I mean, there's a lot of stone there. I'm going to need a lot of glass, a lot of lights. It's going to be a big project. All right, last thing I want to show you. This is where I hooked up to the storage system. So just through the same hopper chain that was running the pumpkin farm, that's what I'm running now. So pretty simple. I got pretty lucky that this was right in line with where I needed it to be. So yeah. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's episode. Again, sorry it was just kind of a progress, but I've been really bad about recording and I need to get better. Lots of progress, just not a lot of video to show how I got there. But we got plenty to do. I got to work on the walls of that, you know, underground area. Like I said, that's going to be a huge project. I got to finish terraforming the bottom of these platforms. That'll be a huge project. We got bees to play with. We got super smelters to build. I want to do potion brewing at some point. There's a lot to do. So hang in there. If you like what you saw, like, subscribe. I'll get better, and you can take that ride with me and say you were there at the beginning. So until next time, Rogue Torso out.